Hey guys, welcome to another video in our Responsible Gambling series, produced right here at WSN.com. This time, we're talking about the relationship between gambling and alcohol and drugs, and how it affects our ability to play safely. To put it very simply, it is much more difficult to gamble responsibly if you're under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Being under the influence affects things like our clarity of thought, mental resolve, and general well-being, all of which are important for gambling safety. Now, we should be realistic. Ultimately, it's up to each individual how they want to behave, and many people like to drink alcohol or even take illegal drugs when they gamble. But we also need to be honest and recognize that they won't help us gamble smarter or safer. In fact, they'll do the opposite. From a medical perspective, there are clear links between gambling dependency and misuse of alcohol and drugs. One 2015 study found that 60% of people who report problems gambling also have problems with either alcohol or drugs. In 1980, pathological gambling was the first non-substance related disease to be included in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. The DSM is the primary reference book for diagnosing and treating mental disorders and addiction in the US. For more about how gambling problems affect your brain, you can head to our Gambling and Mental Health page on WSN.com. Most casinos serve alcohol, often for free as long as you are gambling. Why do they do this? It's very simple. Casinos know that people are more likely to gamble recklessly and ultimately lose more money if they are under the influence. For the average person, being even a little drunk makes it more difficult to gamble responsibly. Alcohol affects your mood and your decision-making ability. It makes you reckless and causes you to lose track of time. Everyone has different levels of tolerance, but the fact is that any amount of alcohol won't help you gamble better or safer. If you're really serious about giving yourself the best chance of both winning and of playing responsibly in general, avoiding alcohol altogether is your best option. If you don't want to do that, you should certainly at least plan to limit your alcohol intake and set a budget for how much you want to spend and how long you want to play. Serious alcohol dependency can be even more dangerous in combination with gambling. Alcoholics can see gambling as a source of income, and it can have terrible consequences on their already fragile mental health. If you have an alcohol problem, you should avoid gambling. Recreational marijuana is now legal in 19 states and is growing in both popularity and social acceptability. Just like alcohol, the effects of marijuana do not help you gamble responsibly. It also recommends that cannabis not be sold in casinos. In larger doses, marijuana can cause hallucinations, delusions, and loss of personal identity. These effects are dangerous and frightening in themselves, but even more so when combined with gambling. While alcohol and to varying degrees marijuana are both legal, it would be remiss of us not to acknowledge that many people also take illegal drugs when they gamble. The risks with these drugs are higher compared with regulated substances like alcohol. Taking a safe dose is complicated, and you can't be sure exactly what you are taking. With all the drugs we're covering in this section, we strongly recommend not combining them with gambling. Cocaine is the most commonly used recreational drug while gambling. It's a stimulant and produces feelings of euphoria and energy in the short term. It has several effects that make it difficult to gamble safely. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, it makes users hypersensitive to various sensations and removes the desire for food, water, or rest, all of which are key components of safe gambling. Psilocybin is the chemical found in magic mushrooms. According to Medical News Today, it causes visual and auditory hallucinations and distorts the perceptions of the world, which is not helpful when you're trying to figure out whether to double down or hit on Ace 5. Party drugs like MDMA create feelings of euphoria, heightened emotions, and distortions in time or space. All of these affect your ability to gamble safely. It's important not to combine these drugs with gambling while on a night out, or make an impromptu visit to a casino when you've already decided to take recreational drugs. For your own safety, recreational drugs and gambling should never be combined. Thanks for watching, guys. Head over to WSN.com for more articles and videos in our Responsible Gambling series. Good luck and play safe out there.